Welcome, everybody, to Spotlight 814. I am your host, Ryan Dawley, and I am in the studio again for the first time in a very long time. I've been sick for like ever. I'm here with two special guests today, Tony Lewandowski from the Station Dinner Theater's production of Murder Among Friends. How you doing, Tony?
I'm doing great.
It's good,
Yeah.
good to have you back, man.
Hey, it's great to be back. It's great to see your face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I love your face.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we have the incredible Camellia Tatara from PACA's production of Bat Boy the Musical.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
No problem.
Haven't seen you in a while.
It's been a day.
It's just 10 hours.
I don't think I've slept. There's a lot of good stuff going on in Erie right now and like around Erie. And we just happen to be in two of those very good productions. So, Tony, we're going to start with you. I know nothing about this show.
Great.
So tell me all about it. Tell me like who's in the show, where you can get tickets, all that stuff. This is the first time we've actually done anything with the Station Dinner Theater
Oh, really?
this,
Okay.
on this show. So
Cool.
I'm really excited that Paul wanted to be involved.
Yeah,
And
me too.
yeah, so let's talk about
Yeah,
it.
awesome. Yeah. I mean, I've been doing shows at the Station Dinner Theater for over a decade.
Yeah.
I mean, I love that venue. I love the people. Paul the Bernowitz's family are great people. It's great to work there, and they put so much effort into it and into the kitchen and everything. But this show here that we got, I actually did 10 years ago. So it's a revival, Murder Among Friends. It's a revival of a show that was done 10 years ago this year. So it's a six-person cast, and three of us are back. So it's myself, Adele Crotty, and so we have and Carrie Smith, who's amazingly talented and does everything at Station Dinner Theater for a long time. She was, and so there's the three of us back in it, and then we also have three new cast members, and so we have Richard Kress, Chad Santos, and David W. Mitchell.
Okay.
Cool.
So it's a great cast. I mean, that's an all-star cast in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to the comedies and things like that. And this is a very much it's a comedy and it's got dramatic elements too, which I mean, it's one of those things where it's a bit of a thriller almost, and you'll laugh a lot too.
That's
So
good,
I
yeah.
love that. And comedy is my comfort zone. It's my wheelhouse. So
Yeah.
I love that. And so the show's about so there is played by David Mitchell. He plays like an esteemed theater actor, and he is married to Carrie Smith's character, who is this ultra wealthy woman. Maybe his sugar mama, maybe.
I gotta get me one of those.
Yeah. And basically, she's just kind of tired of him mooching off of her and things like that. And so she devises a plan with Richard Kress's character, Ted Cotton, to to kill him. Yeah, yeah, to get him killed. And they stage a whole. They're going to stage a whole robbery with a hired junkie, which is played by me. So I'm being hired essentially to stage a robbery, do a bad acting job as a robber to stage a robbery, and kill her husband. However, he has also devised a very similar plan with Ted to kill her on the same night in the same place. It's on New Year's Eve. It's a New Year's Eve party where they're going to stage this robbery. And so that all goes down. And as you can imagine, nothing goes right, as every good comedy farce. And then things pick up from there, and that's about as much as I can say without giving stuff away. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
one of those shows. Whenever you hear a show where it's like, oh, we don't want to give too much away, a lot goes down.
There's a lot. Yeah. We're gonna
feel
have
that.
we're gonna have an issue talking about Bat Boy.
Yeah,
'cause
really, you can't say too much.
there's so much that happens.
They sound like similar shows.
Yeah. So that show closes on the 6th, correct?
Correct.
On
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have this weekend, we have next weekend, and there are some Wednesday shows in there. The first, I believe it's the first two Wednesdays of April. I might have that wrong, but whatever the next two Wednesdays are coming up here.
Yeah.
And those are generally reserved for like bus groups and things like that.
Yeah,
So I don't
yeah.
know what the availability on tickets are, but if you go to the Station Dinner Theater's website, I'm sure you could see if those are available too. If Wednesday during the day just works for you, if you got nothing going on.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, the weekend's coming up and everything. And the audience, we've had sellouts so far on the shows that we've done have been full houses.
Yeah.
People love it. It's been really really well received. When it's over
Mhm.
and you're talking to the crowd and stuff, you can tell when it's genuine that
Yeah.
they really liked it versus just, oh, this is great. They go on, oh, there were lots of twists and turns. I didn't see it coming, this and that, and a lot of that. And you can tell they genuinely enjoyed it and laughed and stuff like that. And One of the reasons I also love the Station Dinner Theater. I mean, I'll tell you what, the whole season this year looks stellar.
Yeah.
Every like November, December, I kind of look at the seasons for all the theaters to see what I'm interested in possibly
Yeah.
auditioning for or anything. And looking at the station's season coming up, I was like, there's a handful of stuff that look really fun
Yeah.
in terms of, and again, comedy. No disrespect to any other theaters, but sometimes I think like comedy and farces are a bit of a missed opportunity in the area.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And so I love that the Station Dinner Theater like fills that void, especially with A3 currently being out right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's great.
But yeah, I mean, you got to have one theater that's doing that kind of stuff,
Yeah. People need to
'cause-
go and forget the troubles and,
Yeah.
and just
yeah.
laugh.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
want to
exactly.
laugh your troubles away.
Yes.
Nobody
I-
wants to go drama your troubles away,
No.
or cry your troubles away. Maybe you do. I'm not
I
sure.
like to cry my
Once in a
troubles away.
while,
I cry my troubles away a lot. It's
it's therapeutic.
yeah, it is. It is. That's awesome. I wish I could see it.
Yeah, me too.
With
It
our
sounds really
schedule.
fun.
Yeah, with the Bat Boy schedule, we close on the same day, so it's just
Right.
like
Why do they do this to us?
I know.
why?
It really is the challenge of us being in theater too. Is when you're doing a show, you want to see other shows,
Yep.
but
Yeah.
it's tough.
Yeah,
It's tough to do that.
yeah. Maybe Thursday.
We don't
Oh,
have shows on
that's-
No,
Thursdays.
Thursday.
Shoot. Well, they
yeah,
need to add
well,
one for us.
Yeah, I should specify. I guess the days are Saturdays and Sundays for
Got it,
this,
got
for
it.
this show. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that won't work. Wah,
Well,
wah.
wah, wah.
But you guys can
But go see it.
Yeah, go
And
see
you get
it.
dinner and you get
Yeah,
The
you
whole
get dinner,
shebang.
and the dinner is served to you by the performers in character. So it's a unique experience in that sense, and people
Yeah.
really love that because during the meal portions of the show, you kind of get to be a little involved in everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And to the extent that you want to be, I guess. And everyone kind of gets a unique experience because the server at your table is your dedicated server. So,
Hmm.
if you're being served by me, then your experience getting served by the robber junkie is a little different than getting served
fun.
by somebody else's table. So,
I want the rubber junkie as my my
I
waiter.
don't want him. I want someone else.
robber junkie and rubber ducky sound similar.
I'll have the rubber ducky, please.
Yeah, it's a great time. It's a great time, and obviously there's a bar there for your beverages and everything. And,
Yeah.
it's always, I think people really enjoy it. The meal is just for people to kind of get that information. The meal is a stuffed chicken breast, which is really delicious, by the way. A Salisbury steak, potatoes, green beans, and garlic, and then they also get a soup and salad. And the soup, I don't mind saying right here, it's phenomenal.
Yeah,
It's
Nice.
yeah, they have a chicken noodle soup, homemade chicken noodle soup that is some of the best you'll find.
I'm sick. I need some of that.
Yeah, yes, you do.
That sounds great. I hope you guys sell out the rest of your shows,
Appreciate
and
that.
I really wish I could see it. And I gotta get out to the station at some point.
Yeah,
I haven't
please.
been there in
I-
years.
Yeah, please.
It's
Years.
been ages
Yeah.
since I've been there. The last show I did there was like 23 years ago,
Wow.
and it was like Daniel in the Lion's Den.
Sounds dirty.
Yeah, it,
Yeah.
yeah. It was, but that was a long time ago. But yeah, we got PACA right now. Bat Boy the musical,
Resurrected
resurrected,
from 20 years ago.
back from the dead. Cam, so like what this show means to me.
Yes.
Like, and I did this 20 years ago at the Roadhouse. You're one of the new people in it. Well, everybody is new in it, except
New
for
to
me.
the show, yep.
So, tell us a little bit about the show and your experience, like with the rehearsal process.
Yeah,
and all that.
yeah. I mean, I loved it from the beginning, listening to the soundtrack and, wanting to audition, but it just definitely grows on me more and more. And now getting the audiences in and like seeing the kind of cult following that it has and like what it means to people too, to see it. Like it's just so fun. And I love the journey that like all of our characters get to take every night. It's so unique. Like, we start from one point of the show and end in one point of the show, and like just getting to do that every night with everyone is like it's so special. So it is. I mean, I've done, I don't know at this point, 75, 100 shows. I don't know, like
Yeah.
since I was a preteen, and it is definitely one of my favorites, one of my favorite roles. And just like working together with everyone through the rehearsal process at PACA is always so special because, we're directed by Bob Martin,
Mhm.
the wonderful Bob, and we
Bob.
love him. And, he gives us guidance and a direction to go, but is also, as open to, having those conversations and, like, hey, this isn't really working. Can we try this? Can we try this? And that's, I think, what makes the show stronger and feel like, we're all part of this like ensemble that's
Yeah.
working together.
It
So
was definitely a very collaborative
yes.
effort,
Mm-hmm.
and it was, yeah, it's been great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
Um,
just been so fun, and I'm like, it's gone too fast. It just
I
it's
know.
gone much too fast.
I know. Yeah. So tell us about your character,
Yeah,
Meredith
I play
Parker.
Meredith Parker, who is the matriarch of the Parker family. She's so many things, especially
She's a
from
lot.
starting to finish. At the beginning of the show, she's kind of like the Leave It to Beaver mother who is
Yeah.
like has this persona of like, I have this perfect house and my perfect hair and my perfect little dresses and I keep a clean house and I'm the model housewife until the end when like the foundation is just like all crumbling around her and she's
Yeah.
like losing her shit. Like a lot of us do. Like some
Yeah.
days you're trying to just like put on a happy face but she's obviously been dealing with this for years,
Yeah.
has like a lot of past trauma that I won't get into that is revealed in the show
In the form
and
of a movie.
in the form of a film. You will also get a film in with this show if you
Yeah.
come see it. It's like two for the price of one.
Yeah. And it's very funny. It's very funny.
It's so fun. That was so fun too, collaborating on that with my counterpart. I play opposite Patrick Vahey, who basically directed the film.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we had collaborative ideas, but he put it together and
Yeah. You guys did it in like an hour at Bob's house
yeah.
and you were drunk.
And then we went back and we're like, okay, we don't like some of this. Let's fix this. But yeah, all on iPhone and
Yeah. It's so
using
good.
filters and it's amazing what you can do.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. It worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
Like it just,
That's what's fun about the show is like it's a bit camp, but not
Mhm.
too much
Yeah.
because you don't want it to just seem fake and like you're playing for laughs and
Yeah.
has to be serious. Like this is these people's world. Like this is
Right.
their reality.
Right. So the story is,
Yes.
just to give people some
Yes.
reference,
Get into that.
it's about a weekly world news story. Uh, that was like back in the 90s, I think.
Yeah.
And it was about a half bat, half human that they found in a cave in West Virginia.
Yep.
And somebody decided to write a musical about it.
Why not?
And yeah, that somebody was Keith Farley and
Lor-
Brian Flanagan.
yeah.
Um,
Lawrence O'Keefe.
and Lawrence O'Keefe.
Yeah, involved.
Lawrence O'Keefe is also he wrote the music for Legally Blonde.
Yeah, Heathers, Reefer
Yes.
Madness, I think.
Okay, I
So a
did
lot
not
of
know
those
that.
kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
funky ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think all those.
I dig those funky ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But if you listen to some of this, you'll hear a little bit of inspiration that he had in Legally Blonde.
Okay.
Like there's a lot of like the Bat Boy stuff in Legally
Interesting.
Blonde.
I don't know Legally Blonde.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The show's great. The music is so much fun.
Yeah.
It's a rock musical.
It's such
Uh,
unique music because it has these great rock musical moments, but then there's also like kind of show tuney songs. Like we
Yeah.
sing Show You a Thing or Two that has like a kick line and it has like a little something for everyone and
Yeah.
nice ballads. And I mean, I haven't met anyone who's come to the show who's been like, I mean, not that I guess they're going to say it to my face,
Right.
but I feel like they genuinely enjoy it. Like even the harshest of critics who you think, I don't know if they're going to like this. This isn't their thing. And they're
Yeah.
like, I loved it. So
Yeah.
yeah, something for everyone.
Yeah, it's great. And I get bloody every night. And
Love it.
luckily, we have Kenna Stevens as a stage manager,
Amazing.
and they are the most organized person I know. They make it so smooth,
Mm-hmm.
and the show just runs so well
Yes.
because of them. And our cast is incredible. Let's talk a little bit about the
Yeah.
cast. So you talked about Patrick,
Yes.
who is a perfect Dr. Parker.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I could gush about him forever. Honestly. We all know his voice is the best.
Yeah, yeah,
It's just one of my favorite voices in the world. But his comedic timing mixed with he has the capability to be charming yet like he's a villain and you love to hate him but
Yeah.
like you also sometimes root for him and it's like he does it all. So it's just a joy to watch
right.
and a joy to interact with.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Dance with Me, Darling is one of my favorite
Me too.
things in the whole show.
Always.
We have the lovely Brenna Thumler
Amazing.
as Shelley Parker.
Yes, who I told her early on, her reactions to things on stage, like as a fellow actor, I'm like, I learned so much from watching you. Like
Yeah.
she's like a masterclass in reacting and
Yeah.
having these moments as a bratty teenager who is also so lovable and but then also takes this journey, throughout the show in the second act. It's completely different from where she started. I don't
Yeah.
want to give, too much away on that, but
Yeah. She also choreographed the show.
which is amazing.
Yeah.
Choreography is stellar
Yes.
and just joined by an amazing like ensemble of cast. I mean, I could give everyone a shout out.
I mean, Dan
yeah.
Bainbridge and his boobs.
You gotta come and see Dan Bainbridge and his boobs if for one thing and one thing only. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
They actually bounce. I'm just saying. He spent
Um,
$80 on those things.
so you better come and see it.
Spend more on less.
He's phenomenal. And everyone in the show plays, with the exception of like the four lead characters,
Right.
plays multiple roles and multiple genders.
Yes.
And they really are the glue that like holds it all together and
Yeah.
pushes, all of us forward and the story forward.
Howard Lang.
Howard Lang,
Love him.
Kat McMahon,
Yeah.
Zach Hoffman,
Yeah.
Brian Toy, Rhonda Longo. Who
Yeah.
else? Is that it? No, and Dan. Yeah, that's
Dan,
six,
yeah,
and then the four
that's-
of us.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I
Gotta
mean,
give a shout out.
everybody's perfect for what they're cast in, and it's been such a great time.
Yeah.
Audiences are loving it, and get your tickets because they're
Get
going
'em.
fast.
And we didn't really talk about you. I mean, because
well,
obviously,
you know,
but I just have to say, every time I see you in something, like we did Waitress together, and I was like, oh, this is like the best. This is the best thing he's ever done. He was so good. And then every time you do something else, I'm like, no, this is the best thing he's ever done. And just watching your character work, and you're so lovable as Bat Boy, and
I
people
appreciate that.
just like enthralled by you and your physicality, and it's amazing. So
Well, thank you.
definitely gotta come see Ryan 20
Yeah.
years later, crawling around.
Too old for this shit.
We're gonna do it again in 20 years. So
I know I'm gonna be 60.
mark your calendars. I'll be 57. I guess I could still play Meredith.
You can still play Meredith
Yeah.
at 57. If I can play Bat Boy at 40, I
That man.
Bat guy
Bat grandpa.
in 20 years, yeah. Maybe I could play Dr. Parker in 20 years.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe I'll just direct it next time.
There you go. There's so much knowledge now.
Yeah, I know the show like the back of my hand now at this point.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're gonna do Ryan reads Reddit stories.
Ooh.
Yeah, we didn't do this last time you were here.
Mm-mm.
I started doing it a few months back. So this one is from Am I the Asshole subreddit. And
Perfect. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's determining who's an asshole.
yes, yeah, same. All right, so the title is Am I the Asshole for Getting Mad at a Woman Coughing in a Theater? Fairly straightforward. Myself and my partner went to see Les Mis last night. This was like 5 years ago.
Okay.
And it was amazing. Her second time seeing it and my first. And it was my gift to her for her birthday. As usual with these things, they're really strict about people making noise and stuff while performance is going on. And for 90% of it, there was silence. Then, literally 15 minutes from the end, where the pivotal scene with Javert and the big emotional finale is building up, this woman behind us starts coughing. Not like a little tickle cough, but a proper throat clearing, phlegmy cough.
Yummy.
Mmm.
My favorite kind.
Mmm. I should mention, it wasn't the spontaneous type that comes on and takes you by surprise. She coughs a couple times, wait 35 to 40 seconds, coughs
Oh,
again,
wow.
and then repeats for
This is
about 3 to 4
detailed.
minutes. Yeah, right? It's very detailed.
They had a notepad out
Yeah.
tracking the cough.
Yeah, she was like, okay, that was 30 seconds ago. She keeps on for a few minutes, and people start clearly getting annoyed. A man who I assumed was her husband offered her a drink, and she said no. And he
Girl.
also suggested that she step out, and she said no because she didn't want to miss the end. At this point, it's getting near the finale, and she starts up again. I turn around and say, "Do you want a drink? Are you all right?" It should be noted, I didn't say it snarkily or rudely, and I genuinely did have a drink to offer her, but I probably wasn't massively polite.
You can't have it both ways.
Right. I've not paid €95 a ticket to listen to a woman loudly cough through the finale. She looked at me like I had just spat at her and under her breath clearly told me to piss off.
Oh wow.
I admit I did then say shut the fuck up as I as I turned back around.
Huh.
Love it.
Then shut the fuck up. Performance finished with no interruption from her coughing, which had suddenly vanished, and she didn't say anything more to me. We just walked out and left. Am I the asshole? My partner said I overreacted and I should have ignored her.
I don't think so. I honestly feel like he handled it pretty well. Like if
Yeah.
I was that woman and that was happening, it's not like, oh, I have to clear my throat a couple times. I'd be like, I need to step out. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I'm very uncomfortable
Like I'm clearly ruining
dying.
everybody's experience right
and
now.
I like how could she even hear over her own coughing?
I know.
Yeah,
my
I mean,
God.
I'm a very empathetic person,
Same,
and
yeah.
you know, the person who's coughing in the theater, you know, my heart really does go out to everyone else in the theater that had to listen to her bullshit. That's really where it is. That's really where it lies.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
yeah. I mean, if
Um,
you're gonna turn down drinks and like
Yeah, like
to
wouldn't you
clear
want
it
a
out,
drink?
yeah, you would want one.
Girl, you want a lozenge?
I mean, and also they added in there when the show was over, the cough miraculously goes away. Are they
Yeah.
insinuating she was faking?
It seems like it.
She was
That's
playing a
so
game in there.
weird.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh. Has the thread been closed? Was there any more information?
The thread was closed, but let's see. There are some comments. First one is not the asshole. I think that is the rudest thing. One, because people always make zero attempt to suppress the cough, and two, it's flu season. I'm always floored when people are hacking away in this
Yeah,
configuration with no concern about germ spreading. This is before COVID too.
true.
Oh, that was gonna be my question. Was like, is she wearing a mask? Is that so?
Right.
But if it's for COVID, it's kind of before masks were
Mhm.
prevalent.
And then the person underneath that one says, "How are you supposed to suppress a cough? If I'm coughing, it's because I can't help it."
Well, sure, but, but
Sure,
then step
sure.
out.
You
Like,
suppress a cough the same way I'm suppressing my emotions right now by not crying every day.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
how you do it. It's
exactly,
the same technique.
exactly. And then somebody says, "It is possible to be more discreet than what some people are." Like clearly, some people are just like, you know, yeah, I get it.
Mhm.
Ooh, this person is labeled as an asshole aficionado.
Okay.
Hmm.
So their question, was it a live show or a movie? If it was a live show, not the asshole. You are right. In the theater setting, such as this, it's on her to either wait to cough and clear her throat until the end of the show or step out. Sometimes it can't be prevented, but from what it sounds like, she could have waited or accepted one of the offers for a drink. If she couldn't have waited, then she should have stepped out. Her not wanting to miss a show is not more important than respecting everyone else
And the actors too.
around. Yeah,
I'd
yeah,
be like, what is going on out there?
Yeah.
Is someone dying?
right, right.
Do we need to like call for medical assistance?
Yeah,
Yeah, and really, in my opinion, it doesn't matter if it was a live theater show or a movie theater.
Right, you
Either
step
way,
out.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't.
either way, people are paying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
and what did he say? 95 euros.
yeah,
That's a lot of euros, I assume.
yeah,
Um,
it's about 100
That's a lot.
100 and something.
Yeah.
so that's not a movie theater.
Right.
Yes,
I
yeah,
mean,
no.
unless it's multiple people, I guess that they pay for. I don't know.
No. It sounds like it was a West End production.
Hmm.
I have a memory of my mom, like, I must have been, I don't know, 10, 12, and going to see Joseph at the Warner, like way back, when they had the series come in.
Yeah, yeah.
And this woman behind us was singing the entire score
No.
from start to finish. And my mom is like the loveliest, most patient, kind person ever. And she just turned around and she was like, I did not pay to hear you sing badly.
Good for her.
I
The
love
woman
that.
was like so taken aback, like, oh.
That's so good.
That's so good. I had friends who went to the Jagged Little Pill musical in
Yeah,
New
yeah.
York City. And the unfortunate thing with a show like that is people don't know that it's not a concert.
Right.
They they think that they're going to
it
see
attracts different.
Yeah, you're not
types.
going to the theater. You're going to a concert. So people, they're singing along to the songs and all that stuff.
God.
And
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
really just one group of people that were sitting behind them, and that they eventually had to say, like, this isn't a concert.
Right.
Shut up. And it got pretty contentious. I guess they did not agree that they couldn't sing.
Oh boy. Oh
Man,
boy.
You're either raised or you weren't raised. you
Yeah.
know?
Well, and like one thing that's going on right now in New York that I absolutely hate is Nick Jonas playing Jamie in the last 5 years.
guitar fail. Look that up on
The
YouTube
guitar
if you
fail
haven't.
is so good.
He goes to play this like intense guitar solo, and then it's just like he can't remember, which has happened to us all. But
But it was like on the Grammys.
yeah, and his face is just like, oh man.
Uh,
I just hate like when they do that on Broadway in general.
Yeah.
Like, please give roles to real singers, real actors.
And but the thing
Like,
about
come
it
on.
that drives me nuts is like you get these Jonas Brothers fans
Yep.
that they buy up all the tickets and they
Yep.
treat it like a concert.
Try to resell them or whatever.
But they treat it like a concert
Mhm.
and they're like screaming every time he comes out, and it's just like he's not even
Stop.
good.
No.
He's not even good in the role.
Yeah, that's true.
Horribly miscast.
And I will say I'm pretty chill for the most part, but I don't know if I'm in a movie theater or something like that and someone's causing a ruckus, I can't keep it together.
No.
No.
I just can't. I will throw
Yeah.
down in that
Yeah.
kind of a
Same.
setting.
Yeah, I'm throwing popcorn at him.
I don't
Like,
want to.
Shut up! Shut up!
Stop it. I haven't gone to the movie theater in years
It's been a
because of
while.
that, because I just can't with people's etiquette in those
Yeah.
situations.
I have to go like in the middle of a day on a
Yeah,
Tuesday.
Yeah. Broadway etiquette in general, theater etiquette in general is just,
Very poor.
it's like people need to take some lessons
Yeah.
on like
Mhm.
how to sit through a theater.
Shut
Like,
your mouth and don't be on your cell phone.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
my PSA. You can do that at home. No one, like, you don't have to go.
No. Brenna and I went to see Fat Ham at Playhouse Square in Cleveland, and the show was incredible.
Yeah.
But the lady in front of me had the biggest head of hair I had ever seen, and we had amazing tickets. Like,
Yeah.
we were like right in the center, like maybe 10th row, and I could not see the stage at all.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
awful.
And she was on her phone the entire time.
Oh.
She was talking. Her whole family was on the phone the whole show, and I had to
Yeah,
like lean over into Brenna's lap just so I could see anything on the stage.
No.
I have a hard time shutting my mouth in those situations.
Yeah.
It's hard for me.
I
Yeah.
was at, this is going back years. This goes back to the dollar theater days.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
Like
love the dollar
25 cent
theater.
Tuesdays. or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. There was someone who was like maybe, I don't know, it must have been like 3 rows ahead of me. And they put on this big top hat. Like, and clearly they're doing it to be a jerk.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
they put on this big tall
Cool.
hat. It's like
Abraham Lincoln here.
Yeah. It was like this big, tall, like fluffy hat, and they put it on, and they were already being disruptful. It was like a group of like 6 teenagers or something like that,
Yeah.
and they were already being disruptful. And then he throws this hat on, and I'm like, now you're just being a jerk. So I stand up and I reach over the rows and I rip the hat off and I like throw it up the theater
That's amazing.
because I just couldn't handle it anymore.
Yeah.
Did you freak out?
And they all just like stopped.
That's
I
amazing.
paid $1 for this.
Yeah, yeah. My dollar's just as good as your dollar. Come on, this is all I've got going in my life right now. This movie.
This is all I have.
Yeah, I'm just dollar theater.
I just want to watch Doom. Come on.
That's amazing.
You should have shot him like Lincoln.
Yeah, last time somebody wore a hat in a theater like this, it didn't
Yeah,
turn
yeah,
out
it didn't
well.
turn out so well.
Good point. Oh my God.
Okay, on that note, we're going to take a Werner Books coffee break, and we're going to be right back. Bye. Oh, no.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Spotlight 814. The camera's on me, Cam, so you're
Okay,
waving. You're waving
just
to.
waving.
You're just waving to me.
Classic.
Maybe that was
Cam.
her intention.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So I'm in the studio with
Here we go.
Camellia Tatara from Bad Boy the Musical, and Tony Lewandowski from Murder Among Friends at the Station Dinner Theater, and I'm bald. I'm bald because I'm
So
Bad Boy.
freeing.
Yeah, it's so cold. Yeah. So what's on 814? That's a good question. Tony, you're doing your show right now, Murder Among Friends,
Yes, sir.
at the station. Give us one final pitch. Where can people get tickets? When is the show? What's it about?
Yeah, if you want more information, listen to the podcast when it drops. But, for right now, go to CanterburyFeast.com, Station Dinner Theater Facebook page, and you can get all the information there. It's an awesome show. It's really funny. Fans have been fans.
Fans.
Yeah,
This is audiences.
fans.
We got fans.
We're doing a baseball
Only
game.
fans.
Whoa. Yeah. Audience has been really receptive. It's really funny. It's a mix of a comedy and a thriller and drama and great food, great establishment, great cast. Yeah, definitely come check us out.
Sweet. Cam, what's going on at PACA?
We got Bat Boy the musical, resurrected from 20 years ago, starring
me.
the amazing Ryan Dawley, reprising his role as the gorgeous pop icon of Bat Boy. He's an American treasure. We know him. We love him. You'll laugh. You'll cry. You might get blood on you, like if you're sitting in the front row.
There's a bit of a splash zone.
Yeah. You'll be disturbed. It's just a wonderful show directed by Bob Martin. PACA1505.org for tickets. And we have a show tonight and then next Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So come check it out.
And Bat Boy is back in the news.
Yeah.
As of today, right?
Yes, I saw this come up. Weekly World News. It's the world's only reliable news, by the way.
I agree.
Like, come on, where are you getting your news? Are they back together again? Bat Boy rocking in a concert joins Taylor Swift for private concert in Miami.
Yeah.
Okay, this is real.
This is true. I was there last night.
Yeah, and now he's back in Erie. So before he runs off with Taylor Swift, like you gotta see him. Some of these comments are killing me. Bat Boy is an American treasure. Agreed. Bat Boy has terrible taste in music. Shouldn't the Bat Boy be pushing age 35 now? What's the secret to youth? Inquiring minds want to know.
I'm 40.
He's such an inspiration to us all. He has 2 presidential elections stolen from him, and he just drives on. Bat Boy for president. Her concerts have been tanking. She's lucky to have Bat Boy on board. Does Bat Boy ever close his mouth? So many burning questions.
I mean, that's a valid question.
Yeah.
Very valid question.
I mean, do you in the show?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. But I always have like one tooth hanging out at all
Snaggle.
times, just like a little. Yeah. So come see Bat Boy. We close on the 6th as well.
Great audiences. Everyone's loving it. Like I said, you'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll be disturbed. It's a good time.
Camellia's voice is incredible.
Oh, well, thank you.
Incredible, and she will make you laugh hysterically.
And so will you.
So come see it. Let's see what else is going on. We got Prince of Egypt.
Yes.
That opened last night at the Erie Playhouse, and they run until April 13th. So get your tickets for that. Meadville Community Theater is doing The Man Who Came to Dinner. That opens April 4th and runs until the 13th. The Academy Theater, The Producers, that opens April 11th and runs until May 4th. And then the Barrow Civic Theater out in Franklin, they're doing Doubt, a Parable, and that's at their Little Theater from April 10th to the 13th.
Nice.
So
a lot going on.
There's a ton going on. And can't wait to be able to see some of these shows and, just get my life back a little bit. So,
Get some rest.
Yeah, it's good to be back in the studio. Thank you guys for coming tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
And,
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, and Tony, I'll see you soon.
Yeah, for sure.
Cam, I'll see you tonight.
See you.
I'll probably see you tonight. I don't know. And, thanks again to Warner Books for sponsoring us, as always. If you have a local business and you want to help out a little podcast about the arts, we always need sponsors. So, Warner Books, we love you. I just had a toasted marshmallow cold brew.
Oh.
Shut your face.
Look at this thing.
That looks so good.
And it's got like a chocolate foam.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, girl.
Oh, girl. Oh, girl, indeed.
Oh, girl.
Oh, girl, indeed. So, go to Warner Books, support local theater, and we love you guys. Bye.
Bye.